Hey guys, it's Miss Smith here, and today I'm going to be showing you what your day should look like while doing online/distance learning for either your biology, anatomy, or bio honors class. So, like with anything, right, we're going to go ahead and show up to class, and how we're going to do that is just by logging into Jupyter. Okay. Okay. Now, your teacher should be communicating with you if at least by Jupyter messaging, okay? Every day you're going to be sent a message via Jupyter, and it should be titled something like Daily Agenda. So I'm going to click that message open. Make sure that you read the message in its entirety, right? For example, I'm saying Miss Smith, meaning me, is my teacher, and so what she has sent me is announcements, the link to the daily agenda, and some friendly reminders. Again, depending on who your teacher is, they might send you something that looks a little different, but overall, your teacher should be sending you the daily agenda. So I'm going to go ahead and open that. And it's going to take me to this document called Daily Agenda. So notice how this agenda is for April 6th, 2020. Okay. So if we look here, this is basically what your day is going to consist of. You're going to have a warm-up. So kind of like how when we were going to class physically, right? The first thing you do is the first 5 to 10 minutes is dedicated to the daily warm-up, the daily CPK. So you're going to start with that first. The next thing would be the actual lesson. Okay, so this box right here of what you actually should be doing. This is going to take meaning, not actually, right? We want you to do the CPK, but what's going to take up most of your time is going to be this in the middle. That should take up most of your time as far as like when you are doing your online/distance learning. And then finally, you're going to end the day with the exit ticket. Okay? I'm going to go over what each of these components will look like. So with the CPK, what is the CPK? Well, kind of again, as if we were to post it on our screen, you're going to open up here where it says here, CPK. Now, this one says April 6, 2020. The next one is April 7th, and so on and so forth. Okay, so again, I'm just going to assume that we're all watching this for April 6th. Okay, so this is the CPK that I'm going to start with for the day. All right, how am I going to write down my response to that? Well, if I go back here, notice that there is this thing called the weekly response template. If I click that open, it's going to take me to here. And I'm going to show you what it would look like via the student view. Okay? Notice how it says request for access right here. Do not press that button. What you're going to do is you're going to make your own copy. And if you forget how to make your own copy for assignments and things like that, there will be a video linked at the bottom so you know how to do that. Okay, there will be a video linked at the bottom of the agenda in case you forget. Okay, so I went ahead and I made a copy of the CPK form, and I'm going to go ahead and just rename that. I'm renaming that up here in the right-hand corner, and I'm going to put my name. So that way when I turn it in, like my teacher knows that it's mine. Okay, now the date, name, period, etc. As with any of our assignments, we want to make sure that we do our assignments in a different color. So please do not do it in black. All right? All right, and put your period. Today's CPK, the date we're working on, is going to be April 6, 2020. Okay, you're going to copy the CPK question down from the slide. So I'm going to go back to that slide. I'm going to go ahead and copy that question. How are you doing and what is your situation? I'm going to copy that. Oop, where did it go? Where did it go? Here it is. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and plug that in. Again, please make sure that you adjust the fonts to the appropriate size. Again, we want our answers in a different color. And so the left-hand column is the date. The middle column is the question, what the CPK is asking, and then the response is going to be this big one on the right. Okay, so I am doing blank, and my situation is blank. Okay, again, everyone's going to probably have a different response because this question is kind of an open-ended question. Then all the warm-ups will not be that way, but notice how for this question it's kind of open-ended, so you should be able to respond that how you feel. All right. Once I've done the warm-up, I'm going to move on to the lesson. Now, before I go over the middle section, notice how there are five slots, okay? So that means this needs to be filled for every day, daily. Notice the word daily starter. This needs to be filled out every day. So tomorrow, right? Tomorrow's CPK is going to go here, right? It's going to go in the second slot. The day after that is going to go in the third slot, and so on and so forth. So again, your dates should be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. All right? Are you going to turn this in today? No, you are not going to turn this in until it is full and complete. So you need to turn this in earliest Friday, latest Sunday. Okay? Notice the due dates for this week is April 12th, 11:59. That is a Sunday. Sunday, 1 minute before midnight is when you have to turn in these assignments. Okay? We understand that it might be difficult to try to turn in assignments every day for whatever reason, whether you have to work, etc., and so forth. So please understand, when we send you the daily agenda, you should be working on it that day. However, if you get behind for whatever reason because of obligations at home, you have till Sunday to turn in everything. Okay? Everything for the week. With that being said, do not turn this in on Monday. This earliest Friday, latest Sunday. Okay, after you've done the warm-up, the next thing is going to be the lesson. So basically what's going to take up most of your time. So for today, for April 6th, right, the first part is just watching all these videos. So currently right now you're watching how my day should look like for distance learning. And then these other two videos where it's just accessing assignments and making my own copy and uploading assignments into Jupyter and so on and so forth. The next part of the lesson is you're going to complete the following assignments. I only have this one thing that I need to turn into Jupyter, and so I'm going to make a copy of the agenda, rename it Distance Learning Agenda with my name and my period, and upload it into Jupyter. So I am going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to show you right now how to do that. Oops. Got to pretend I'm the student. All right. So right now I am doing this part of the assignment. So first things first, I'm going to go into the upper left-hand corner, I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to make a copy. All right. It says rename it Distance Learning Agenda. With my name and my period. If you want to learn how to organize your files, there's a separate video for that will be at the bottom of the agenda. Okay? So I went ahead and did that. Now I need to upload it into Jupyter. So I've done my part. I'm going to go ahead and go to the upper right-hand corner and click this button that says Share. I'm going to go ahead and click here where it says Get Shareable Link. I want to turn that on. Now notice how it says anyone with the link can view it, meaning whoever you're turning this into, right, is going to be able to see your work. So I'm going to go ahead and make a copy of that link. Now I'm going to go ahead. Now that I've made my link, I'm going to go ahead and upload it to Jupyter, meaning I'm going to turn it in. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. Okay, and I need to go to that assignment. So where am I going to find that assignment? Well, I'm going to go to To-Do. I'm going to click on My Class. So in this case, I'm talking about my biology class, so I'm going to click Biology. And I'm going to go ahead and go to that assignment. And notice how it's right here at the bottom, making a copy of the daily agenda. That is an assignment. So I'm going to click that open. And notice how I have these different options. What I want to do is I want to share my link. So I'm going to go ahead and click New Link. Now, I've already made, oops, where did it go? I made, right? Earlier, I copied the link. So all I need to do now is paste that link there and hit OK. All right. Once I've done that, that means the teacher can now see it. And I'm going to go ahead and click Done. And that's it. I have done my assignment. All right. Now, the last thing you're going to do for the day is end it with the exit ticket, also known as the learning log. So let's click that open and see what that looks like. All right. Notice how this is a learning log for April 6th to April 10th. Again, just like the warm-up, you're going to complete one for every day. All right. So just like the other assignment, I'm going to go ahead and make my own copy. I'm going to make sure my name is somewhere in the title as well. All right. Notice how the dates are already there for me. So what did you do today? I watched videos on how my day should look like for distance learning, uploading assignments, making copies of assignments, etc. Bullet points are okay. So what I could do, if I want to just make it shorter, right, I can just go ahead and do bullet points. And that's going to be right up here at the top where it says bulleted list. Once I click that in front of my text, it's going to have that there for me, and then I can just go ahead and just do bullet points. Okay. Now, what did you learn from these activities? 3 to 5 sentences. That's not difficult. I learned how my day should look like for distance learning. I learned how to make copies of assignments for myself, and I learned how to turn in assignments into Jupyter. Period. And remember, anything that we type out is always going to be in a different color. And I almost forgot to put my name. Okay. This will also be in a different color. Now, can I fill the rest of this in for today? No, I can't. I can't fill these in until I do those set assignments. So, same thing with the warm-up. This should not be turned in today. This needs to be turned in at the end of the week. Because again, how are you supposed to fill this out if you haven't done the assignments yet for the week? So you can't turn this in until all the boxes are filled in. Okay? So, again, your day should consist of opening up your messages in Jupyter, opening up the daily agenda, starting with the CPK, filling that in, starting with the full-on lesson, filling that in, and turning in those assignments. All the assignments will be turned into Jupyter, not Google Classroom, not Jupyter Messaging, into Jupyter, where it says to do, and you're going to click on the assignment and turn it in that way. And of course, ending with the learning log, your exit ticket. Okay? The rest of the document, let's go over what the rest of the document has. So, if we notice here underneath, we have all these links, basically tutorial videos, in case you forget how to do something. So, for example, let's say you forget how to access your assignments and make your own copy, there's a video here. In case you forgot how to upload assignments, there's a video here. If you want to learn how to organize your Google Drive into folders, there's a video here. How to mark the text digitally, there's a video here. So the tutorial videos will always be at the bottom of the daily agenda. Now, let's talk about what's going on at the top of this document. At the top of this document, we have office hours, and we're talking about office hours in the sense of Zoom meetings. Now, for today, for April 6th, there's not going to be any Zoom meetings. The Zoom meetings will start on Tuesday, and there will be a separate video on how those office hours are going to be. Okay? So if you have a question, you can go to those Zoom meetings, etc. If you have a question, please send a message to your teacher into Jupyter, okay? All in all, in short, what your day should look like. Open up your messages in Jupyter Messaging. Open up the agenda, CPK warm-up, the actual lessons for the day, and the learning log / exit ticket, and uploading those assignments. That's what your day should look like. And if you have any questions, either message your teacher via Jupyter or open up the Zoom office hours and go to one of those meetings. Again, there will be a separate video on Zoom and the office hours. I hope this video has been helpful to you. And you guys have a wonderful day, evening, etc. Bye.